Bienvenue. Welcome to France. Gorgeous church there. Forget, look at it. I think we can go this way. Guys, never mind. Ooh. Okay. I just have my phone in my hand, trying to make sure I don't get lost. It is late in the day, 6 p.m. Okay, straight to the river. I'm just concentrating on where I'm going and what I'm doing, and the car is going the other side of the road. But yeah, welcome to Calais. We have landed on the mainland. About 15 more k to go to campsite. I got off the ferry and did about 3k to get into town because I needed a little food and some water. I got some water, but I wanted to start recording there near the centre, so there wasn't many supermarkets, so I just went to a small one. I just got a little cheese and a sandwich, but yeah, I haven't eaten too much today with the ferry ride. So on the ferry just had a couple of pints and a bag of pistachios, but I'm feeling good, so we'll see how it goes. I do need to whiz, which is not good in the middle of a city. But like everything else, we will see how it goes. Where the hell am I going to cross here? It is about 30 degrees as well. It's absolutely roasting. My shoulders are scalded. Lovely. Look at that thing. Alright, we go this way. Yeah, take a left. Tents down there by the river. This would be all the migrants I was mentioning. Well, we got a campsite outside of town, so no concerns. Again, I wish them all the best, but that's what I was saying the other day. I didn't want to like wild camp around here. Wouldn't do it in the city anyway, but go straight here, then we follow the cycle path. Yeah, left, and then go straight. Oh. river. Okay, yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I left us in the town of Folkestone in England, and I wish I had it recorded longer in there. That town is nuts. I've never seen so many characters in my life. I can't even explain what I mean by that. Just so many people full of character. Like, there's a whole community down there under the bridge. Yeah, it's my town. Like, a lot of people with drink and drug problems, but even the people who weren't, just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Just, I live in Toronto with 5 million people, and every day you see crazy stuff there. But this was even more than that, you know. In Dublin you get your fair share too, but yeah, I'll follow this river for a good bit. So yeah, I went to the cinema, and that was a bit of crack, but yeah, no spoilers, but I wouldn't recommend 28 years later to anyone. I'd recommend the first half hour. It just jumps the shark. It's a bit ridiculous. And then splitting it into two films. We're not gonna make this a movie review episode, but yeah, it was something to do. Got out of town, but then I brought my bum bag or my fanny pack, depending on which side of the Atlantic you're on. But so I just had that hanging off me. But when I got out there at 10:30, it's pitch black and it was just ropey. Loads of people, you know. So yeah, the walk home was scarier than the film, but and it wasn't that bad. It's just, you know, you're in a new city, and then I got out of the place, and like, as I just turned my phone on, it was taking forever. So you're just standing there, just looking like a real tourist. You look like a mark, you know. But like I said, it was fine. And oh, we got so sunburned. Yeah, then campsite was grand, nothing really to report. And then done the 10k to maybe 12 or something today to Dover. It's a nice run, mostly cycle paths. Had to like hike up a hill to start it, and then it was like gently downhill for the rest of it. But yeah, I kind of started recording some bits because every now and again you get to see the cliffs of Dover, the famous white cliffs, and they're nice, but they would just disappear and you wouldn't really see them, and it just ended up like any other cycle path. So I was like, I'd rather get Calais in than that, you know. Merci. See that? Merci. Pardon. I think it's pardon. I didn't really brush up my French. I went on the boat and then just doing other things, updating Instagram and the likes. It was only a short trip, 90 minutes, but I had to bring this buggy on. When I got to Dublin, they take your luggage off you like they would in an airplane. But on this one, I had to bring it with me. So like, I'm getting on the bus and all, and just, this thing's huge, like, so just taking up so much space. It's a bit of a nightmare. It was alright once I got on the boat. But also, they had security. Like, they don't have security when I went from Ireland to Wales, or when I went from Ireland to France. They had proper airport security here. So I have a backpack with most of my expensive stuff in that I put through the scanner. Let's just make sure we're going straight. Yeah. But they didn't know what to do with the buggy. So they just pulled me to the side, and then they started like opening it and then asking me like to, because it's just full of shopping bags and dry bags, you know. So they started rooting through it and then getting to like the food bag and all that. And there was an older guy there, and he's like, just leave it, just let him go. Because I think keep going straight. Oh, I'd love some shade. Yeah, he was just like, you could just see, he opened a couple of bags and like throwing my toiletries in it and just see sun cream and toothpaste and all, and he's like, alright, forget it. Pardon, it's messy. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad in the end. But I was laughing when he started to, like, when they said they wanted to go through it, and I was just like, there's a bag of there in clothes. That's the worst smelling thing I've ever smelled. It's been just festering for about 3 weeks. Just dirty clothes, you know. Yeah, and then the ferry was uneventful, so we just got rocking. Yeah, and I just had some English change, so I was like, might as well get a couple of points. The theatre was very old-fashioned, the one I went to see the cinema. Silver screen in Folkestone. But very uncomfortable seats, like, you know, old-timey. They had no cup holders, and they had like pictures of classic actors on the walls. It was nice, and they were playing Ave Maria while you were waiting, you know. So yeah, it was a bit of something different. And it was, like I was saying, the town's very there's a psychopath to the right there, but I'll stick to the path for a minute. Like I was saying, the town's very full of dodgy characters. And when I got in there, I ordered a popcorn and just a Pepsi. And then I see people bringing in beer and wine. I was like, oh, I didn't even see that I could get a beer. And then I got worried because I was like, oh, a lot of young kids coming here drinking will get rowdy. Well, it was fairly empty. It's only like 25 people in the whole thing. So, all good. There is a decathlon in Calais, but it's right on the edge of town, not the way I'm going. So I would like to get a new tent, and I desperately need new runners. But it's just so late now. You know, it's going to take me to probably be 8 o'clock French time by the time I get there. So that's pretty much like 7 o'clock English time, so it's not that late. But you don't want to get there much later. Across here. I need to get used to looking the other way. That's a funky smelling canal. Temperature's meant to drop like 10 degrees tomorrow down to 20, but today, geez, it was warm. I had to get a bus from, you know, when you get into Dover, you check in, then they have you on a bus. It was just in direct sun, everyone on the bus, you know, no AC or anything. It was just a complete hotbox. Because I'd run the 10k from Dover, or from the campsite to Dover. So I made sure to have a little swim so that I didn't stink, you know. And but then on the bus, I might as well have been doing a 10k run, just flop sweating. There seemed to be a fair bit going on in the town there. There's music playing and a big plaza. And you know, the way they like to do it here is if there's a bar they like to sit outside more than inside, so they were all just spilling out into it. Looked like could have been a bit of crack, but don't have the time to hang around. Yeah, I don't really have anything for dinner. Tin of tuna there and some cheese and wraps. That's what I have for breakfast. Just do that again, but I think there's a cafe at the thing, so at the campsite, so they might have food. Depends how late you get there as well. Oh, I'm going to burst. I need to piss so bad. Kind of hard to explain, but I didn't I've been to France before, I've been to Europe many times, but I don't know, I just didn't mentally prepare for the language change, even though I was saying it the other day on the video. Just then you go into the shop and it's like, oh yeah, l'orange. You know, you're trying to see the prices and stuff, and even that, just like the price of everything changes. It's like some tins of tuna in there for like €3-4. I was getting it for 50 cents in England. So you're just trying to see what's the cheapest, what's the, you know, you kind of have to bend to the wherever you are, you know. Like, just one thing I remember from last time is that cheddar is pretty expensive, just compared to, you end up getting to eat them or Gouda, you know, which is no bother. Come on, you boys. Right across. Bollocks. The road. There's the little, I didn't think I was going past that. I wanted to record that they got there. Let's see. What time? 18 minutes. Scraps. Early. We're nearly out of town. Yeah, we just keep following the river for a good bit. Oh, Jesus Christ! I wasn't looking at there at all. Oh, I think the heat's getting to me. Might be a puncture. And into a full curb. Very quiet, this road, it's very weird. Yeah, England done and dusted. I think it ended up at just over 400k. It was only meant to be like 315, but with all the zigzagging and that, we got up to 400, and the average was 31 a day. It was up near 37 a day up until I booked the ferry, and then I've only done like 35k in the last 3 days, so brought it down a bit. But what are you going to do? Who cares really? On schedule. Yeah, I was trying to think, because in Ireland I was saying it was the memorable moments running up to that campsite up the mountain. And then in Wales also the mountain that I had to go over was definitely the most memorable. There's not really one that sticks out in the mind of England, but I think it's, maybe because it wasn't a hill, but maybe the canal, actually, that run that I had to do. Because that one wouldn't let me in. That was nice, actually. It wasn't as difficult as the other two, but yeah, just as I was talking there, actually, I think that would be the highlight of that. It's a very strange road. Who cares? I went into a shop there and there's just like 4 people hanging out on the corner at the shop, just like, you know, sitting on the steps. You know, man, straight away to me, bonjour, you know, kind of, I don't know, maybe because I look out of place. But then I was like, I have to leave this buggy out there, you know. Like, I always take the valuables in with me, but I don't know, I just didn't feel good. But then when I got back out, they were still just sitting there. I always wave to people when they give me they go around me, and that person, I thought that person was, because I'm forgetting about the other side of the road. I actually should be on the left now. That's where the traffic's coming from. But it's so quiet, I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm not going to take a whiz. I'm just going to stop and look at the maps for a second. This is France. I had another look at the maps. I was just trying to look at how much elevation there is between kind of here in the Alps. But what I did, the navigation kept telling me to go, like, take a left up here along the coast into Belgium. Basically just get out of France as quick as possible and then go through Belgium and stuff. So I don't know, I obviously have the campsite booked, so that's where I'm going tonight. But yeah, we'll see what goes. Like I've said before, I've been to France before, so maybe I will pop into Belgium early, but I don't know. I went into that little, it's only fuel for tomorrow as well. But if I had recorded that little, you would have missed all of Calais, you know. So I know I can't prioritise these YouTube videos, but sometimes you just want to, you know. Nice and flat here so far anyway. When I cycled through France, I got the ferry to Cherbourg, and that just starts directly with a hill you have to climb. It just stays hilly for a bit. That's lovely now. As soon as you get outside of that town. I don't know if I get the same here, but we're gonna find out. Yeah, I do realise as well that I'm a bit all over the place with what I talk about and when and why. I just kind of start recording and just start chatting. My original plan doing this, and I was kind of laughing at this because I think the first episode of this series, day one, is pretty bad. Like it's on the coast, but I don't talk for the first half hour because I done like 40 minutes that day. And then I just fill you in at the last 10, because my original intention was to do just POV videos, because I think this is interesting, catching just 30 minutes without me talking. Then I was going to talk on the, like, just record kind of podcasts or you know, just audio. But whenever I was just sitting at a campsite, it just never felt like it. You know, there's people around, you're busy, or it's hard to, you know, it's not reliable to get comfortable. And so yeah, I just started talking on while I'm running. Again, on the wrong side of the road there, and my instincts were off about which way to turn. It was a good sport about it though. Euro 5. I don't know where that goes, but I believe that's where I'm going. Yeah, the reason I was saying that was just like a few episodes ago I was talking about my granny and stuff, and then I got into alexithymia and aphantasia and how that affects you, which I wanted to go back into more detail, but you just kind of get busy, you know, talking about stuff, and I will get back to it at some stage. Because I was thinking, yeah, do like sit down and do them podcasts and really get, you know, get into it and stuff, but I don't think they're gonna happen. But yeah, just discuss it a little as I'm running, if I get some quiet days. So yeah, just nipped over 1,000 kilometers doing Ireland and the UK. So at least 3,000 more to go, more like 3,500, maybe even 4,000. But at the very least I have 20% done. So all you can do is keep knocking down the percents. I'll have to check out the Euro Velo routes again. Your man Dave and your one Joe, who were in the campsite the other night, that cycled down to Lake Como, they said they followed the Euro Velo pretty much the whole way. I kind of looked at them before, but it's always like they might go, like say they go kind of to Germany here, but they'll go like too south, and I want to go southeast, or they go too east, and I, you know, etc, etc. Okay, when we get over this, we need to do I need to cross the road. How do I do that? Them steps? God's sake. Do I go back? Do I go back? No, I can go here. Alright. And we're gonna have to end pretty soon. These are them famous French cycle paths. Bonjour. Lovely. Picnic table, we'll end it there. Yeah, the adventure has only begun. Yes, thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Au revoir.